y'all, it's April here at Vinyl Cottage in Northport, Alabama, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our HTV transfers. So first of all, if you order from us online, I'm going to show you what you're going to get in the mail with your package. First thing you're going to get is this sheet where we have highlighted your directions on how to work with and use our HTV transfers. You will get the transfers that you've ordered, and today we're looking at 2 different transfers. And you also get transfer mask, and I'm going to go over how to use this and what it's for in just a moment. So here we go, guys. Let's jump right in and see what we're working on today. Okay, so if you are looking at your directions, the first thing it tells you is that you need to carefully weed your transfer. If you are not familiar with vinyl, weeding is simply the process of removing the negative space, the part that you don't need. So if you work with vinyl, you have weeding tools. I have just a standard weeding pick. My weeding tweezers are my favorite. If you do not have any weeding tools, you can use regular tweezers or even like a safety pin, something that will help you to pick and grab. So what you want to notice is that this is pre-cut, but it's very difficult to see the cut lines because in most of our designs it's right inside the edge of the color. So what I tend to do is go where I know I'm close to the cut line, but it's not actually at the cut line, and I take my tweezers and dig up under and start to gently tug away. And you see how easily it starts to remove? So on this one you guys is super simple. Hold down your image, and then all you have to do is pull the white space off. And there you are. You have your very first transfer ready for us to mask and apply. But we're not going to do that yet because I do want to show you one other transfer that we have that's not quite as simple to weed as this one. So this one is our blessed transfer. And as you can see, there's a lot of white space in a lot of different places. So I always start doing the same thing. I go where I know my cut lines are close to it, and I start to weed it away. Again, these tweezers are amazing because they pick and grab. And I go ahead and pull everything that I can on the outside. And the reason that I hold my image down, y'all, is because this backing here is not sticky. And so if you're not careful, especially whenever you get to smaller pieces, it'll start to move around or even come off of the transfer. So it's always best to hold it in place while you're doing your weeding. And sometimes if you're not sure about the cut lines, sometimes you can rub your finger and you'll be able to feel just a little bit of texture where the cut line might be. See what I'm talking about, how it's not sticky? So this one is not so bad. It's not difficult because it's a big piece. And then in here, so let me show you what I do because again, these are kind of hard to see. So if you turn an extra light on, this is a lot easier whenever I'm not trying to hold the phone and do the weeding at the same time. But I pretty much, for me, I know because I've done this one, I know a lot better where the cut lines are. And I know that sometimes when you get one, you won't be able to tell. You can always go back online and look at the image, and you can see where our image is. In most of our designs, you can look at the image to tell where the cut lines ought to be, where there should be empty blank space. Okay, I'm thinking that we are just about done with this one. And then I'm just going to very quickly show you how to use the transfer mask. And we are going to press a shirt. Alright, so your transfer mask, you're going to remove the sticky part from the paper backing. And this is the sticky part right here. You want to put your design on your transfer mask. You can do it either way. I just like to put the sticky part down and lay my design on top of it. And then you want to take your squeegee. If you do not have a squeegee, a credit card, debit card, something that is firm, just to smooth it down. So what you're doing is you're making sure that the entire design is on the sticky part. All you do is peel the backing off. And when you peel the backing off, you now have your design that's ready to be pressed. So now we're going to move over to the heat press and show you how to apply this to a shirt. What we're going to do now is I have my shirt on my heat press and I'm going to do a quick pre-press, just a 3-4 second pre-press to get out the moisture, to get out any wrinkles. I'm going to lay my design in position and then I'm going to do a full 15-second press, and then once we do that we'll remove our transfer mask and voila, we have our shirt. And y'all don't forget, you always want to protect your heat press and your shirt with a Teflon sheet. If you don't have Teflon, use parchment paper. Never ever use wax paper. That will melt all over your heat press. And there you have it, from start to finish, your brand new shirt.